G'day reefers, I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Welcome to Gallery Aquatica TV. Today we have a really exciting episode. We're going to be talking all about long-handled scrapers. We're going to be looking at the pros and cons of each of the three main brands that we sell, and we're going to help you to decide which one is best for you. At Gallery Aquatica, we sell the three best brands of long-handled scrapers. The first is Continuum, the second is Seachem, and the third is the Sea Torch. These are each excellent brands of scrapers, and we're going to show you the finer details of each of them, starting with Continuum. The Continuum comes in the widest ranges of sizes, from a tiny little handheld one all the way up to 36 inches. Now, the fact that it does come in the 36 inches makes it the perfect option for a lot of tanks that are particularly tall. And I find even with the longer options of these scrapers that you are able to get really good control and clean algae very deep in the tank, even when you're stretching right out at full length. They do of course come with a removable blade, and I think that is really a must for algae scrapers these days, that you're able to replace the blades. All blades on all scrapers will become damaged over time, so you really need to replace them. But probably the biggest downfall with the Continuum scraper is that it is a particularly hard algae scraper to remove the blade sometimes, and I have seen scrapers damaged by people trying to remove the blade. But if you keep it clean and you keep sand out of the head of the scraper, it is an excellent option. And the fact that it's white, I think that's an important aspect with a lot of scrapers because it makes it easier to see the algae. So let's have a look at the next option, which is the Seachem. So the Seachem algae scraper is possibly my favorite option, and I'm going to take it out of the box and show you the features of this great scraper. It is a particularly rigid scraper, and that does allow for excellent control when you're scraping the algae off the side of your tank. Now, you may look at it and say, where's the blade? Well, it's hidden. The Seachem algae scraper has got a retractable blade. Now, this is excellent so that you can protect the blade and hopefully not cause any damage to it, because with all algae scrapers I typically will throw my scraper into a bucket when I'm finished, but to be able to lower the blade means that you can really sort of throw it around without damaging the blade. Now, you can replace the blade of course, and you actually get a second side which is very good for acrylic tanks. It's kind of like a hard, it's almost like a sponge sort of thing, but it is good for certain types of algae, and again, being white, it makes it easy to see, and the actual scraper is again white, and I think that that's an excellent aspect of an algae scraper. So we'll just put this back in around the right way. Okay, there you go. It has to go in a certain way. The blade is also particularly sharp, so when you've got a new blade on your Seachem algae scraper, it is a very, very effective algae scraper. It's great for going right down deep below the substrate line of your aquarium, and the blades are very easy to remove. This the Seachem algae scraper is a little bit more expensive than the Continuum, but I think that it's certainly money well spent, and it is an amazing device. Let's have a look at arguably the most fancy option, the Sea Torch. So the Sea Torch certainly has this beautiful packaging, and it also has another feature. It's titanium, and of course this reduces its propensity for rusting. So let's open it up out of this beautiful box and have a close look at it. How beautiful is that? Now, this is really a very cool piece of kit, and it is more expensive than our previous two options. It's the most expensive algae scraper that we sell, but I think you would argue that it is well and truly worth it. So let's just open it up and have a closer look. The Sea Torch scraper has a few different options for the length that you can use it at. And so you can see we've got a 37 centimeter, 45, 54, 62, and right up to 70 centimeters. So not quite as long as the largest Continuum, but still a very long scraper. And so you can put it together very easily. You've got these short parts that screw into here, medium length bits, medium thickness sections I should say, and then the handle screws on last. You then take off these sections so that you can put the blade on. Now, whilst this is titanium, the blade is not, so it is best if you replace the blade, or clean the blade regularly and replace as required. But it is probably the sharpest blade of any of the long-handled scrapers that we sell, even sharper than the Seachem, which is very sharp. So you need to be very careful when handling this, and this is not one that I would give to a child to use. So given the materials, it is very rigid and gives you excellent control. It's not white like the other two options, but being the color it is, it still is quite easy to see the algae. It's probably not as easy as the other options. We do of course sell the replacement blades. That's an important aspect with any of these. The blades are not going to last as long as with the others, especially the Continuum, which lasts longest, but it's such a beautiful piece of equipment that really I think it's well and truly worth the money. But the best thing about this is it makes an excellent gift for your reefer friend. Anyone that's into aquariums that doesn't already have one of these would certainly benefit from this. So it's going to make our list of one of the top gifts that you can give your reefer friend. So that's it for the Sea Torch scraper, and that's it for our episode on Gallery Aquatica TV. We have a variety of scrapers as you've seen here today, and there's certainly the right scraper out there for you. Hopefully you know which one that is after today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Happy reefing. That's it for this week's episode of Gallery Aquatica TV. Don't forget to like and comment on all our videos and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned to Gallery Aquatica TV for more exciting episodes to come. I'm Cam the Fish Guy. Happy reefing!